10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. TNC's turn to ban. Dire team ban. TNC's turn to pick. Dire team pick.
Venomancer.
Dire team pick.
Night Stalker.
TNC's turn to pick.
Lycan.
Clutch won their lanes, and then they kind of snowballed from there. It was a really simple win for them. They played really well. They made sure there were 5 heroes for every fight, and TNC were not 5 heroes, which made it extremely easy for them. And then when TNC finally did bring their 5th hero in, he wasn't farmed enough to make any sort of difference, so he just added to the kill count. And then with enough of a lead, you know, those worries of pushing towers just are no longer there when the enemies can't fight you. So I imagine TNC, this game, they already have 2 heroes, 1 really good for TNC and 2 very meta.
TNC's turn to ban.
I agree that they could definitely do what you said. The Naga could be a core, but we'll see. It really depends on how much they think they can bleed towers for the Naga to come online. And, you know, as the draft evolves, they'll get a better sense of that. But for now, it's a flexible hero, which is why I think it's a really good pick. And you're never that unhappy to have a support Naga, as long as you have something to combo it with, whether it's like a Jakiro, a Disruptor, some kind of AoE stun is always good. Black Hole, you know, the obvious ones. Like, if you don't have those, then yeah, support Naga kind of sucks. But if you do have those, then I think the hero is perfectly legitimate.
TNC's turn to pick.
Oracle.
I mean, I wouldn't mind, because the way they played game 1 was super aggressive, and this game, they have the heroes to do it again. I like Oracle against Venom regardless, so you don't have to have the Huskar.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe they take it anyway, because, you know, it's a pretty good duo. How do you beat cancer? You pick it yourself.
Dire team pick.
Disruptor.
If they pick Huskar now, and then they pick AA as a support on TNC, because right now they're kind of baiting them. They're like, we've potentially shown our 2 supports. So if you pick this hero, we can hard counter with, say, an AA, whether it's an Elk, whether it's Huskar. Both of those heroes can be shut down pretty heavily. So then they just shift the Naga to a core role. You could even offlane the Naga, honestly. Some teams have been doing it and it's been working. But, you know, if you don't, then Naga Disruptor AA is still a better tri-lane than whatever CT can do if they pick Husker. So they might be dissuaded from doing it. It might honestly not even be on the cards for them. Maybe they don't like the hero, and they just think Oracle's a valuable hero against heroes like Veno, and it keeps you sustained for pushes, helps your Lycan get onto heroes. There's a lot of early damage. You know, I think the hero is extremely underrated right now. You don't have to cheese with it. I like this a lot. This is a really smart pick, I think.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Weaver.
Maybe he is a Raver, dude.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Wow. He's finally found his level that he can't pass. I never thought I'd see the day.
TNC's turn.
With some of the stuff you come up with, I didn't think you had one. Flax has already done it, dude. You can't do what's already been done. He built his career on being... Zyclops has done it, dude. A combination of all three, maybe? Cheese, rap, and cringe. Yeah, have you seen OD's FPL casts where he's on this? Yeah. Maybe you could do that. I'm not sure I could help you because you know I'm not musically in tune. Let's put it that way. I could learn very easily actually.
TNC's turn to pick.
Yeah, and then we never cast anything ever again because no one watches it. Sounds good. Musical Dota 2 casting. The way forward. The next level entertainment.
5 seconds remaining.
Dragon Knight.
Choose your hero.
See, you should just get her to play the music and then we cast over it. Easy. Anyway, there is a draft. Yeah, it's very effective as well. I really like the draft. I think the beauty of it is everything that they can do early as well as continuing to scale into the game because DK is a very, very strong core late game. Ench is also pretty good herself. And they normally just need like that initial boost early, which is why they can push. And this game, TNC have a much better way of dealing with it because they can send the Naga in to initiate the fight. They have these Veno wards, which are really annoying to push into early. And they have to worry about their front liner getting arrowed, their back liners getting static stormed. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as last game, but we'll see. Because if they can set a really fast tempo from the lanes, TNC have the same problem inevitably. Like, Weaver is a better core at dealing with it this game than Monkey is, I think, but I don't know. Like, Ench and Night Stalker can set a pace I think that TNC are going to struggle with. Because they haven't blocked any camps yet. So unless we see like a level 1 mirror image and he goes and blocks a load of Ench camps, she's going to have a good time. And I think one-on-one against bottom, she's going to crush. As long as, you know, she doesn't let her creep get arrowed. If she makes that misplay, then yeah.
The battle begins.
Come on, sprites. Yes.
Yeah, this lane's over. I mean, that was so cocky. Yeah, it feels bad, man. Yeah. Alright, so TNC, they now have a lot of weight on this well, now it's a dual lane because the Disruptor went bottom. At least they don't have Hell right now, but in 30 seconds they're gonna have to deal with that again. And that could be a dead Naga. Sure, she's pretty tanky with 6 phase armor and a PMS, but yeah. Yeah, lane over. And now he just needs to tank the arrow that's going to kill the Wild Wing, and yeah. Have fun. He even has an Umber Venom on Ench, you know, that just shows how comfortable he feels in this lane. And how much pressure he feels he can put.
A gift from the temple of the battle. Gold remains. Not on my watch.
I think DK just has a better time hitting creeps because melee hero with Quelling Blade. Yeah, I know. Like, I said Ench was gonna do pretty well. The Podum's at least getting decent CS, but I don't expect that to still be the case when Ench finishes phase. Especially now the Podum's busy arrowing creeps and, you know, has no mana in the lane.
Denied.
Denied.
It might not be the kill, but it will be a lot of pressure. And the Podum only has tangos, so if you drop her to like 10-15%, then yeah, she's not going to stay. I hope she doesn't. And he's doing a really good job microing, because every arrow so far hasn't hit a single big creep, unless it's one of the stacked neutrals. Yeah, he's Gucci. Yeah, he's Gucci.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Listen for the wings of the night.
Don't run off. Healing power.
No mana to void.
I'll never bow.
Dire's
Don't think I
top
wasn't
tower is
fond of
under
you.
attack.
They're getting it too. That's a really, really good response. Like the second this Night Stalker leaves for lane, it's kind of obvious because it's nighttime. They need these two heroes to put pressure. The Podham's CSing decently. The Venos, you know, doing okay, but they are struggling a bit overall, and they need these plays to work. And I think Weaver's their strongest hero right now, so playing around him is probably the way to go. Doesn't have it. Yeah, because of the 2-3. I think this is a really smart build though. He would have died at least once without the third point, I believe, when they dove him with the Disruptor. That might have been why he scaled it. I'm not 100% sure if he just leveled, but regardless, the extra points this game are good. It might see him take Dragon Tail at like level 8 or something. Or hold the skill point, we'll see. Yeah, 6 of those and he's dead. Yeah, most importantly, they have the heroes that are going to allow them to use this lead. Like last game, if TNC didn't walk into them as much, I don't think they'd have gotten as big of a lead. But this game, they have this pushing force that is going to make the other team react to them. And at least until 10 minutes, Naga's not going to be level 10. And then on top of that, Disruptor also needs to get its levels. Because these two support ults are what is going to maybe be able to make them hold.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Without those things, I don't see them holding towers. Unless Clutch really make like some unclutch and really bad decisions. Which so far this series, they haven't done. No, they've played really clean.
Radiant's bottom tower
Much higher
is
standard
under
of
attack.
Dota than yesterday.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Your fate is mine.
This sustains. Good.
Pretty good inch. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how much he prioritizes farming.
Are fortified.
Because right now, he has the ability to kind of take away this side of the map. Especially with the vision they have. And if he does that, then he's going to have a lot of farm and he's constantly going to pressure his bottom tower. Or he can group up with his team. Right now, though, he went top.
The world loses an exquisite toxin.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Poor Oracle. Not really though. Like, he's under-leveled for sure, but if you look at his farm, he's doing better than the Potom. He's doing better than the Venner, mostly because his team has already taken 2 towers. That's where he's cashing up. But this game, if you compare him to like the Storm last game, he still helps his team, and his team is in such a good position. Like, they don't need him right now. I'm not even sure he dies here. Yeah, close enough.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That went well. Take me.
Pretty good trade for them, though. I mean, okay, sure. Yeah, the Ancient gets 2 kills, which is probably not a good thing for them. But, you know, they killed the DK before he gets his armor. And they did it without their ults. It just feels like they don't have the ability to fight, even when they do get these ults, though. TNC, like, they still have no Vener ult. Like, this is how they need to take fights. I mean, look how tanky he is.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No necromancer shall raise what the venomancer puts down.
Hal helps a lot as well, you know.
Dire's
But
middle tower.
that's the kind of thing I think they need to be doing right now. And they're going to get a tower off this. They're going to probably end up trading.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But trading right now is good for them.
Structures are fortified. Shadows. Take
Regeneration.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is falling. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The prize is mine. Gotcha.
May just be treads and something. But yeah, Necro is really common these days. I don't think they need it this game though, so Vlad's would be surprising for me. I'd rather just see a Master Mathis. Then, yeah, that was just for the lane though, because he was getting harassed a lot. It's a really cheap option, and it's value. No, he is going straight Necro 1 without treads, so he has that as soon as Vicari is available. I mean, I can get behind this, because he's not like a man-fighting hero this game, he's helping his team, he's a pusher.
Dire's top tower.
I don't think they need it, like, when they group up, TNC do not have enough damage to kill all of them unless everything goes really well, you know. They need like a 5-second arrow on the DK, they need the Disruptor ult and Vener ult to hit like 3 heroes on the backline, including the Oracle, so he can't save people, now he's level 6. Like, a lot of things need to go right, and right now they just don't have the items to do the damage. nearly have the levels. Like the Venno has maxed Gale, which is going to do a lot, but it's not burst. And the most burst is from the bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they need sentries.
Dire are scanning.
No mana. Yeah. I'm betting that's Necrobook. Maybe just one hit or something. So the mana burn's not on cooldown. But yeah.
Radiant's bottom
He couldn't swap to Ink Treads. And I thought that fight was going to be really bad for Clutch, but you see how little damage TNC has. Like, they burn all of their spells into a DK. He didn't get Fate's Edict from the Oracle. He just got healed twice. And he still tanked through all of it. I think it mostly comes down to splitting the map a bit, because this game, they can do that, and they can capitalize on it through Disruptor. Last game, they could split the map, but it was like, they were a bit too far behind, and they didn't have supports that really mattered. Like here, you know, they see this solo edge. They don't know 100% it's solo, but like they're 5 heroes here, so you know, they get to go on this, and this is what they need to do. Yeah, and once he gets his Veil, the amount of damage his team's going to do is go up a lot as well, which will be a very nice addition to the fight. Like, by no means are TNC out of this, but you can see 1 or 2 more fights going badly and then them having 0 comeback. Because they do need money and they need items to be able to do the damage. It's not like they can just rely on their levels at this game. You know, if they can continue like moving around the map, finding solo kills, buying themselves 50, 60 seconds at a time, then that's gonna get them back in the game. Main problem I see is that I don't really think their late game is better unless the Disruptor gets an axe and they win fight through Song Axe, Static Storm. Believe it or not, you know, Ench and DK scale really well, and Lycan's not that shabby either when he isn't a single one position hero. This game he's more like a 3, which is kind of where he would like to be. I mean, he wants to have like his Necro 3 for sure, but I think that's coming, isn't it? Yeah, it's on the way now. This is perfect time.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they know about this though, because the courier went through. It has a BKB on it as well for the DK, which is a pretty early BKB, so
Dire's bottom tower
him getting the 10 strength talent, he's got 2.5k health with his armlet active. Not so sure I like the 10 strength talent. I've seen a lot of people take the 30 attack speed, and it seems to work really well for them. Because, you know, getting the 40 damage now and just the innate strength gain of the hero, he hits really hard. But he does have to be a frontline tank this game, so I guess it's not too big a deal. And they can take this tower, just right clicks, you know, no howl, no necro book, and now they come knocking on the high ground. And if you look at the Veno, he's not ready. So they're going to be able to chunk this tower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, the main problem I think they have with pushing right now is that this Oracle has no sustain, so outside of 1 or 2 rounds of healing from him, they can't really continue going. But they did force TNC back, they got the tower down extremely low, and they didn't expend anything except a Dragon Form. And now they also get a DD rune in a bottle, so as soon as their ult cools down again, they're pretty much good to go. They're in a really strong position this game. And this is where, you know, like, we can see how split they are. TNC need to kind of do something with this. I'm not saying it's easy, but if they want to win this game, they need to do something. Yeah, he needs this team. DD, pretty good.
The prize is mine.
I think that's just... It might not be immediate, but as soon as these spells cool down and they have their Necro book again, they know that Song is down for an extra 60, 70 seconds after those. And then they can just go. And meantime, they can take a row shift if they feel really confident. Yeah, they just need a shrine or something. Which the bottom one is available and the top one is available in 80. So they don't really want it to wait 80 seconds. Maybe Oracle finally has mana boots. Nope, still no mana boots. Poor guy. He's burying clarities the entire game. He knows he needs the mana. Feels bad. They need a big arrow.
They shall pay for this humiliation.
Look at this Veno, he's dead. Whoever forced... Yeah, Hurricane Pike into his own Force Staff and he's like 2,000 units away in GG. Yeah, so right now they can shove the top lane, and if they're keeping an eye, they know the shrine's going to be up soon, which I think they are, so they can go back, top up. And yeah, okay, Song will be up if they do that. So that's TNC's saving grace. It's... At most, I think they're getting free. Because with how CG should be pushing, they're going to have the DK and maybe the Ench pretty far up, or maybe the Lycan instead of the Ench. And then the other three are going to be like, if they're pushing top tower, they might be like here, 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 and here, right? So at most, you might get the one hero that's sieging and like these three. And if you don't get the Oracle, it's not good. Because he's just going to save whichever hero you focus. And then that hero is going to get their spells off. And if it's for DK, he probably ain't dying. And he also has an Aegis, so you know, this is the last hero you want to be focusing. Maybe you can get the Lycan before he pops his Necro Book. I doubt it. It's just a really, really hard game for them. Like, I don't think their drafts have been bad, but they've just been outplayed and outlaned both games. Yeah, I don't think going high ground without Necrobook is the best idea, but they can probably still do it just because of how big the DK is. He has an Arcane Rune as well, so getting the value for the Dragon form is pretty important.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, if they can find a song and get, like, this is about their best chance. But the problem is they don't have vision outside their base. They just placed this ward, so now they finally have some kind of vision. And that's when the Clutch back off. They didn't want to do the ward before the Necrobooks expired, but yeah, Clutch played it correctly. They pushed their limit and they got the tower. Now they can clean up the shrine for free. Just wait for their stuff to cool down and then go again.
Has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's smart, but now it just gets scattered because of where the creeps are with the Plague Ward. Or at least CG should realize something's up. Yeah, and they scan it, so they know. That's such an important kill. Alright, GG.
Better luck next time.
They may wait on calling it and try one more fight because they didn't even get to use their ults, but yeah, like... It's the kind of smoke that the other team knows you need to do that to win the game. So if they don't fuck up and get caught, then that's exactly what happens, you know. And because they scanned it and they also saw the Plague Ward, they were even ready for it. They didn't have to fight that. They could have just played it safe, but they knew they could.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Flesh sustains, gold remains.
The Oracle finally has Arcane Boots, woohoo! I'm happy for him, man. He finally got his first completed item after his one.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
Really good rune for DK. Like, his stun up time and the debuff from Q is, you know, they're all good things. Unfortunately, he can't save it through having a bottle. But again, like, sure they don't have Aegis right now, but do they really care? I don't think they do. But they have Orchid coming out as well now. Another form of silence. And more clarities for the Oracle.
Not so fast.
This ward might do it, but yeah, scout it immediately. If the Night Stalker just goes and dewards it.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
No, and that's a shrine down as well, so if they want to just go swing top, it's a lot easier now that this shrine's gotten used. To be honest, I think whoever they go on gets blown up pretty easily anyway, so shrines might not be that relevant. And DK's about to get 300 health as well, so he's going to get a lot tankier. Oh, he actually took the GPM. Okay, so it's for better talent for sure, but I just thought, because you know they're about to go end the game pretty much, that you take the health. You can argue both ways, right? Like it looks like they want to chill for a tiny bit and start farming to finish off certain items, because they don't need to push without Roche. They can, but it's an unnecessary risk, right? So Lycan can build towards his AC, DK can finish a Bloodthorn or get another item. He's got a heart selected at the moment. And the Ench can finish up an Axe maybe. Or Disruptor. It is Dota, so anything is possible. Is it likely? Definitely not. They've had the chance to like do something with their heroes for the first 15-20 minutes of the game, and because they didn't really accomplish anything except one or two mediocre pickoffs, it's kind of past all reason now, I think. Okay, so Aegis on DK, Cheese goes to Lycan. If they want to just go, I wouldn't be surprised. There's nothing coming out that's important on the chicken. Maybe they want to wait for nighttime. Night Stalker has his ult in 40. If they want to play like ultra safe, you know. To be fair, that's why a lot of these teams are not tier 1 teams. Because they don't wait. And I don't mean that as a shot, but it's like, you know, just because you can go doesn't mean you should.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yes, force. It dies to Orchid. Yeah. They need a catch.
Loaded to the gills.
Yeah, and that's, I think, why they're keeping this lead. They're going when they feel confident. They're not rushing it. They're playing the game at their pace.
This sustains. Gold remains.
Yeah, so good luck killing him. I love the permanent armlet. It just feels so nice. I imagine he swaps his treads out when he starts pushing. And you definitely swap your treads out when you're hitting towers, but for now there's no point, I guess. Wants to move around a bit quicker. It's got 2 minutes. Sorry. Yeah, around that, yeah. 1.5, 2 minutes. They have night as well. Oh. They pop darkness and then good to go. There's like 1 second of daytime between this, so no point waiting. Zero Fox.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I don't think anything's gonna help, man.
Radiant's top towers are under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Megas is taken though, so
Radiant's top tower is
no. I mean, they're not even alive, so. That wasn't just a 2-0, that was a dumpstering. They had 0 play in either of those games. 0 control. Like, from minute 1, Clutch had the game in their control, and they never gave it up. They had these 1 or 2 pickoffs that didn't really mean anything, but that's about it, you know? I mean, TNC had 14 kills this game, but it really didn't feel like any of them mattered.